only the water to protect you. No ropes, no harness. How would you feel up to 50 feet above the ocean? You can embrace the freedom or let it control you. Today, we're doing some deep water soloing, which is the most fun, free, overall adventurous form of rock climbing. It's like soloing, but you can fall. This is deep water soloing. It is one of the most natural, but also one of the most dangerous ways to climb. With no ropes or padding, the only thing protecting your fall is a splash in the water. You a backstabber like a OJ hit, yeah. When we got to the lake, I just started climbing the easiest routes first. So I would look at a wall, try to see if it was wet, if it had structural integrity, and then just freestyle it. Basically, all of these routes were first try, but I definitely wanted to wait until the end to try the tallest cliff, which was about 35 feet tall. You may be wondering, Lincoln, how did you get this idea? Well, it all started back in Mallorca, Spain. Mallorca is the birthplace of deepwater soloing. A man named Chris Sharma came here to set up the hardest deepwater solo routes. But that was before I came along. But right when I was about to put up an epic first ascent on Mallorca's hardest route, I got a little scared and remembered there could be jellyfish in the ocean, my biggest fear. But eventually I was too tired to go on and would have to face the jellyfish along with the possibility of getting smacked up. The waves can easily push you into the cliff face or a coral reef below. Thankfully, I didn't have to face my fear of jellyfish, but I did have to face my fear of failure. There was salt rubbed into the wound by the fact that my brother completed a free solo climb that I couldn't do. So although Mallorca was fun, I would say I still had a lot more to do when I came back to the mainland of America in Utah. I was eyeing up this climb the whole day because I knew that it would be the hardest climb at the lake. And even though it was the hardest, it still wasn't even close to the tallest. This overhanging rectangular cliff face was honestly the highlight of this whole trip. It was the hardest route I tried. It was the most technical route I tried. You realize that the holds get less and less big as you go up. Climbing barefoot is different because you have to flex your toes so hard. At this point there was a giant cactus right by my face, so I wasn't really sure what to do except try not to touch it, but I wasn't going to let it stop me from getting to the top. I was definitely pushing myself, holding on to tiny edges, and really engaging my back. This moment felt absolutely electric. When I got to the top, I caught my breath and unleashed the Backflipinator 6000. And after doing the hardest route, I think it was finally time for me to take on the tallest route at the lake. You can see me readjusting my feet here. The feet were so slippery on this climb, I wasn't sure what to do. And honestly, I'm just trying to balance as best as I can, trying to use my toes. And it's just a really weird, uncomfortable feeling. I'm about 20 feet off the ground and I realize this corner doesn't really have any texture. So I find the crack and finally make my way up. But this part definitely has consequences.
I love you.
If I slip or something happens and I go the wrong direction, I would take a pretty gnarly fall. That's why I converted back into free solo mode and started just taking no chances, becoming extra secure, unlike the very start of the climb. This day of deepwater soloing and making this video was honestly super fun. Make sure to subscribe to the video.
Even though I might hurt,
Saturday,
all the shit I done did for my city, these niggas still cover my name with the dirt.
And that's a 0 from the rest.